Hey, wives. Listen, who outside today? Who is outside today? What's going on, ladies? I wanted to come in and check in on you guys. Happy Self-Care Friday. Coming in to check in with you for a brief moment. Trying to see who outside, who out there in them streets on this Black Friday. Honey, I had to come from outside. That's when you know I had to come from outside. I needed to get me something to eat. It was too much for me. I stopped by the nail shop. I was like, let me run it back. Let me run back to the house and get me a plate first. Because the way my energy and stuff is set up, it wasn't working. Listen, I wanted to just check in with you. And y'all know I have just 3 questions for you. How are you prioritizing yourselves on today? How are you taking care of yourselves on today? And how are you self-caring for yourselves? I hope that you all have had a awesome Thanksgiving holiday. I know for many you probably like, thank God that is over. It is over. It is done. It is finished. I hope that your Thanksgiving with family and friends went well. Like I said, I am stuffed now. I'm sitting here now. I need to go to my next location. And I'm sitting here trying to contemplate, do I want to just wait until it's time for me to take the boy to work? Or do I want to take my chances and go back out there? But yeah, I just want to check in with you. I also wanted to just make mention to the ladies who have signed up for the Wife Talk Clarity Call on tomorrow. I'm super excited about that. Make sure that you check your emails. I did send over emails to you, so make sure that you did check your email. If you don't see it in your regular email, I always say check your spam, but if not, you can also reach out to me through email. So I'm super excited and I'm looking forward to that. And then I also want to address one of these questions that came up. I wanted to address one of these questions and share that with you before I let y'all go and enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. But before I ask this question, I want to ask this. Have anybody put their Christmas tree up yet? Or am I the only one lacking? Like, am I the only one behind? Because so many people was putting their Christmas tree up like after Halloween. And I'm like, we ain't even did Thanksgiving yet. Can we do Thanksgiving first? And so my family always be getting on me because at one point in my life, I used to keep my Christmas tree up all year long. Like my father, when he had passed away, it was around the holiday time. And so he was the one who had put my Christmas tree up before he passed away. So for many years, we didn't touch our tree. We let the tree stay up all year long. Well, I finally broke out of that a few years ago. And so since then, I've been putting the tree up like, every year. But baby, when I tell you it be a whole workout trying to get that tree together. And now with the young man having to go to work, they be like looking for it. Like my husband and him, they be looking like, you gonna put the tree up today. I wasn't thinking about it. Not really. I wasn't thinking about it. But I'm thinking now I might need to go ahead and put it up since Thanksgiving. Usually Thanksgiving weekend is the weekend I will put the Christmas tree up. That's usually when I put it up. But when I tell you I've been so unbothered about putting that tree up, I don't want to go out there in that garage and do all that. But I just want to know if it was just me or if anybody else put their tree up. If it's just me, because I'm behind. I think I'm behind. But yeah, we'll see about doing that. Listen, with the clarity call coming up and with some of the questions that have been asked, one of the things that one wife had, asked that has stood out is like, Coach T, like, what is really like the number one thing? If you had to say just one thing that a wife needs on this journey, what would that one thing be? And I would say outside of faith, because you need faith, right? You need faith. But I don't want faith to be the number one thing or the only thing, if I had to name a thing, So outside of faith, the other really one thing that a wife need on this journey is consistency. Consistency. And it's like, you hear this term a lot, in business. You hear a lot of people talk about, how you have to show up. You hear a lot of people talk about this, on different social media platforms, different things like that. But really, 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 consistency is the number one thing outside of faith. Like I said, because you do need faith, but outside of faith, you need on this journey to really maintain and do this journey well. And I say all the time, I emphasize this, I highlight this. So many wives I feel like are wasting their time when they have not fully committed to the divine instructions that God has given them, or have fully committed to the things that God has asked them to do concerning this situation, because this is not like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of journey. And I always relate, this, transformation journey as something similar to like a workout plan, even a person that's, like an athlete that's, being coached on something. It should not be did alone. I do not think, and I highlight this constantly all throughout my videos, that, I don't think you should be doing this by yourself. You're not going to be motivated enough. So it's not just motivation that you need. Motivation, it can change. You need consistency. And a lot of times with that consistency, that comes with having somebody there to kind of like push you to keep, you got to show up again today. Yep. You got to push through again today. Yep. You got to do the same thing again today. The same thing you did yesterday, you got to do it again today. Yep. We're going to keep on until you keep, doing this till you get to a healthier place where you can say, okay, I'm fully committed. I'm fully surrendered. I have fully dedicated myself to this place where I'm going to do what God has told me to do, come hell or high water. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be consistent on this journey. Not consistent in standing. Not consistent with marital restoration. Not consistent with, I'm going to let my husband know that I'm praying and I'm standing for us. And I'm going, not consistent in that sense. You need consistency. You need consistency when it comes down to what you are willing to do concerning this journey. What you are willing to do. Hello. What you are willing to say, I will be able to do these things over and over and over and over and over again to get to that next place that I need to get to. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to show up. I'm going to continue doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again until I see the manifestation of this thing, the transformation of this thing. Until I see, what God is telling me to do next. I'm going to be consistent in this place. And consistency comes with a regimen. Consistency comes with a routine. Like I said, consistency comes with coaching. Consistency comes with, boundaries. Which a lot of times the wives that I encounter, they do not want to set no boundaries. Consistency come with, standards and value. Consistency comes with, freedom. It comes with freedom. Consistency comes with, just knowing who you are, your identity in Christ, and, knowing who you are as a person, knowing what you will and will not put up with. Consistency comes with, how you self-parent yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you, affirm yourself, and how you, how you see and view yourself. And so that's why I said it's a lot. It's a lot of work when it comes down to, okay, I have accepted the divine orders, the divine assignment, the divine, instructions from the Lord, and I'm going to follow through with it, And a lot of times when people say, oh, I'm just out here trusting God. I like that song though. When people just say I'm out here just trusting God, I'm just out here this is me and God doing this. And it's like, great, wonderful, marvelous. You still need somebody else to coach you through this, to walk you through this, to push you through this, to help you, to hold you accountable to this. Come on, Jesus. Hello, you need somebody to continue to hold you accountable to what you are trusting God with. You need somebody to help coach you through with what the instructions God have given to you. I share all the time. I had my wife coach for 7 years. I had her for 7 years, 8 years. And baby, let me tell you something. I gave her a run, honey. I gave her a run because I always had exit. I always had an excuse. I always had a reason, because it's like some of the things that comes up on this journey is very difficult. It's very hard. And so when a person say, oh, well, you know, God hates the boys, but I'm going to stand for my marriage. I'm going to stand for my marriage. It's like, are you sure? Are you standing for your marriage because you're standing for your marriage? Are you going through this process because you're going through this process? Or are you really, really doing this because God has asked you to do it? And if so, then you have to understand his process and his ways is not what you think it is. His process and his ways sometimes, a lot of times, require suffering, sacrifice on your part. And it's like, are you really, really sure that you're doing this because God has asked you to do it? Or are you doing it because you want your husband back? And I say that all the time. A lot of wives just, they kind of like just go left. Time will tell. Time will tell if you're doing it for the right reason. Time will tell what your real true motive is behind, doing what you're doing. Time will tell if this is something that you're supposed to be doing. And so consistency is needed for you to pursue this journey in the most healthiest way. And like I said, that comes with having someone pushing you, helping you, holding you accountable, keeping you held accountable. This is why, one of the reasons why I offer, clients sessions. Sometimes they come see me weekly, sometimes they see me bi-weekly, sometimes they see me monthly. It just depends on where you are on your journey and how often you want to be seen. Another question that has come up was, Coach T, why you don't offer that many group sessions? Why you don't offer that many group sessions? And I'm just now really starting to kind of like tap in a little bit to doing some group, sessions like this call I'm doing on tomorrow. This is a group clarity call. And then I did another group session with the entrepreneurship, her own boss, ladies who were, going after their entrepreneurship, journey. So I have been doing some group, sessions with that. A lot of times, depending on what wives are, because everyone is on different levels. Everyone is on different, at different stages and places, on their journey. Everyone is dealing with something different. This person may be further along than this person. This person may be having something going on right here than this person. And so I'm just really, really big on making sure that we keep, everyone to, how they say, honor your season. Make sure that you're honoring where you are on your journey. A lot of times, wives need that one-on-one just to be able to be undignified, be ugly, be able to be authentic, instead of like, oh, I don't want to say this answer because, these people over here, they way further along than me. And so I don't want to say this type of thing or whatever. And so that's kind of like some of the reasons why I don't do that. I really don't do that. But something like the clarity call, I am going to try to start doing some things that I just would not share on, on the gram, on YouTube. That would be like behind the scenes type of thing. Like when we talk about, the spiritual side a little bit more deeper. I am thinking about doing some more, classes like that. And that would be more of a group session. Something that is more general, is something I'm considering for that. Something had come up with the Harabonius Abuse curriculum. My Harabonius Abuse, is my signature, curriculum that, kind of like tapped me on my shoulder a little bit, maybe making me think a little bit. But I have not got to that place. I feel like wives need their own personal time. Just like you go to your OBGYN doctor or your GYN doctor and they put you up in them stirrups, you are not in there with a whole group of women. Like, next, you get on the table. Next, it's your time. You get on the table. No, that is your own personal space. That's your own personal time. That is your time with you and your doctor and them examining your body and, you asking your questions like you want to. And I feel the same way when it comes down to wives going through something like this. Going through a marital separation, there are parts and, times when you can be part of a group, but then there are other times you need somebody that you can just be personable with, somebody who can understand what you got going on, somebody knows, what you, exactly, what you're feeling, understand your questions. People are so amazed sometimes when they ask me questions like, how you know that? How you know that? How you know that? I'm like, baby, I got the stamp, certificate, the degree in it, all those things, okay? I got it. And so sometimes wives just need that. They just need that one-on-one stamp. They just need that one-on-one, time. So doing group calls or doing, group calls, for a more general, type of thing. Like I said, the people who are wives who are probably like in the stages of they trying to figure out, what my next steps are. A lot of times wives who, have not been able to afford consultations. And again, I just go back and emphasize the reason why I charge for my consultations, because I don't like wasting my time. Too many people come on here and say, oh yes, I'm ready. Oh yes, I'm ready. Oh yes, I'm ready. And you get on that phone with them and it is nowhere near ready. No, I don't do that. And because the value that I give, the resources, the tools, the information, you're going to leave from my session after having that 60-minute session. You're going to leave from me knowing something that you did not know before. You're going to leave with me taking some type of life lesson. You're going to leave with something. And I give a 30-day strategy for the ones who do the consultation. So that's why this clarity call was put together for the Black Friday special. For the ones who did sign up in time enough to do it. I had closed the door as far as people, being able to, join. But if you decide that you still want to join the clarity call, you can still sign up. You won't get the Black Friday special, because that was an early bird special. But you will get the amount that it is now if you're still interested in that. And again, this is for ones who are, still seeking clarity, understanding, and needing a 30-day strategy as far as what you need to do next. What's next? I'm here. My husband said he wanted a divorce. My husband is packing his things. My husband saying that he is leaving. My husband, has moved out and he's now living with the other woman. My husband has now, made a decision to, cross over to the other side. Oh, whatever the situation is. And so a lot of times wives are trying to figure out what's going on with their husbands, and they're trying to figure out what are they supposed to do, like from this place. A lot of wives are trying to figure out, I'm not sure if I really heard from God. I'm not really sure how, if God has given me anything specific. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be doing this. This would be a good call for you. This would be a good clarity call for you, just for you to kind of get an understanding of what are your next steps, and if this is something that you should be doing, or put you in position so you know how to go after God to see, God, is this something that you really want me to do, or should I just be out? Like, do you want me to pursue this marriage? Do you want me to do this? Because this man is really, really causing me pain. He done really jacked a lot of things up in this, we done been doing this for a long period of time. Or do I need to see some type of clarity and get some kind of understanding about what my next steps is? So the clarity call for the Wife Talk clarity call, it will be held tomorrow. Through a Zoom call at 10 o'clock a.m. So for the ones who are still interested in that, you can just click the link below. I'm going to share the link below that you can still sign up. It's still at a discounted price, y'all. It's still, pretty cheap. It's cheaper than my consultations. And so this is another reason why I was doing it, because a lot of times wives will reach out to me saying, Coach T, I want to work, I want to work with you, but I'm just not able to afford. Like I said, my sessions, I don't see clients under $300. And the reason for that is because I know the value that I bring. I know the substance that you will receive. I know the clarity that you get. I know the transformation that you would get just by having one call with me. And so none of my sessions is normally usually under $300. So this was like $99, $100 type of deal that I was doing for the Black Friday special. And you can still be a part of that if you sign up today. Now, you come sign up tomorrow and it's 10 o'clock and we already started, you're gonna be out of luck. You can sign up today, and it's a possibility that we can get you added on and get you, connected in that sense if you want to be a part of that. But yeah, I just want to jump in real quick. Hello, and share that with you. Make sure that you guys are prioritizing yourself. Make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. Make sure that you're doing something that you actually enjoy doing. And for the ones who want to take advantage, one more call. For the ones who want to take advantage of the clarity call, you are welcome. You are welcome to do so if you sign up by today. Listen, wives, seasons change. And we are in our season changing session. Okay. Hey girl, we are in our season changing place where things are getting ready to change, and we are moving into another place. And you have to understand, everything has an expiration date. You will not always be in this place. A lot of times I hear wives say, I feel like I'm stuck. The only reason you feel like you're stuck is because you're not doing something different. You're doing the same thing over and over again, and you're expecting a different result. You're doing the same thing not of the right thing. When I say consistency is getting a strategy to know how I'm supposed to be walking this thing out, doing these things over and over again, showing up for myself over and over again. A lot of times wife's like, well, you know, me and my husband, we still sleeping together, and I'm still going over to his place, and we still hang out like friends. You know, we talk on the phone every single night. Like, we fall asleep on the phone because we talk on the phone so much. And, you know, he said he's going to come home, and then sometimes he do come over and see the kids, and, you know, sometimes, you know, we will talk, and then all of a sudden he'll get mad and he'll leave again, and then we have to start this process all over again. And it's like, you doing that, that's probably not the strategy God has given you. That's probably not what it is. That's probably not what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of wives do that cycle. And what the calls that I get, the emails that I get, the inboxes that I get is from wives who saying, you know, my husband, 1 minute he's good, 1 minute he's fine, 1 minute, you know, things is well with us, and then he go back to being somebody else. It's like, where is the boundary? Like, where is the boundary in this? When are you going to make a difference? When are you going to see? Because you see, he's been the same person over and over again. And you allow a person to put you on that roller coaster ride over and over again. If that's what they feel comfortable doing, that's what they want to do, and you go along with it, baby, you're going to be on that same cycle over and over again with them until you make a decision. And so many times, wives don't want to make a decision. And so I'm just looking forward to sharing with wives on the importance of making a decision, the importance of hearing from God, the importance of, being in position, the importance of routine, the importance of, capitalizing off your spiritual gifts. So many wives are sleeping on their gifts. They're sleeping on their gifts. And it's like, this is the stuff that you need to do this stuff in the most best way, in the most healthiest way. You need these gifts in order to operate at your fullest on this journey. And so many wives just feel like, I'm just reading my Bible, and I'm just fasting, and I'm just going to church, and I'm just watching this sermon, and the pastor did say this. And it's like, what gifts are you operating in? What gifts are you using? When you pray, how are you praying? Are you praying in the spirit, or are you just praying in your emotions? Like, what are you doing? So many wives, it's like, it's a strategy to this. It's a strategy to this. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, okay? The enemy is not going to just let you just like come and just do this without taking you out. And the reason why I know that I'm supposed to be doing this, because when I tell you, I have not had these crazy dreams in I don't know how long. I messed around and sent out the emails to the ladies on this morning, or before I was actually sending the emails, I had started to send out the emails. I had got everything ready and stuff. And I messed around, was listening to something, I think with TD Jakes or whatever, and I messed around, fell asleep on that, and my husband was getting ready for work, fell asleep on that, baby, went to sleep and woke up to this crazy dream. I said, oh no, we denouncing all this. And so that's how I knew then, like, the enemy do not want you telling these ladies this stuff. He is big mad. He is big mad. He is big mad. And so that's another reason. That's another reason why I kind of like have to tread lightly when it comes down to sharing and, how I share it, bringing people together as groups. Like I said, I've worked in the church. I've worked, with in the ministry. So I work with people on a group base. So I know how that go. And I know the warfare is very, very heavy in that. It does not mean that you have to stop it, or does not mean that you're not supposed to go through with it. It just means that you are aware of it. And so I have to know how to prepare myself for those types of things. And so I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know that wives are going to benefit from this call. And so again, if you are ready, wife, if you are ready, don't let this year end doing the same thing that you've been doing all year long. Doing the same thing and ain't nothing working. Doing the same thing and he's still acting the same. Be proud of yourself. Do something different for yourself. Prioritize yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you're self-caring for yourself. Take care of your well-being. Make sure that you get what you need. It ain't going to necessarily be the answers that you want, because you might just think that, okay, coach, she going to come and tell me some stuff that I want to hear. Absolutely not. I ain't that type of coach. I ain't that type of coach. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what it is, honey, and what it is. And so on that note, I want to encourage you. If you don't want to do the clarity call and you say, you know what, I want to have my own personal call with you, Coach C, I want to sign up for that. Good. Sign up for your consultation. You can do that at www.marriagechroniclesbytanika.com. Or if you're saying, I know, I'm going to need more sessions in this. I know that I'm going to need more sessions in this. I want to be able to, see you on a consistent basis and see you on a regular basis or whatever. Sign up for the mental and emotional detox. That's a good place for you to start. Now, I want to tell you, if you do sign though the early bird special has passed, if you do sign up before today is over, you will be able to get the Black Friday promotion for today. So what happens is the ladies have got sent an email, and so they've been offered a discounted price for if they want to work with me after we have that clarity call. You will be able to partake in that. Like I said, my sessions is normally $300 plus just for a consultation. And so I really did try to make sure that I allow wives, especially as we go into the holiday season, to be able to, make it affordable where you can be able to do a session with me. If you can't do one, you can, if you can't do, for the 30 days, you can do at least 1 or 2. And so I did make these sessions affordable in that sense. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can sign up as well. All right. www.marriagechroniclesbytanika.com. Listen. Now, y'all be careful out here in these streets, okay? I'm going to try this one more again. I'm going to go back outside. Because I want to go to this mall. And I'm just, my uncle's like, well, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just looking. Like, I'm just looking. Like, you just looking? I'm just looking. I ain't really looking for nothing. I'm just out here. I'm just looking. Y'all make sure that y'all hold on to y'all coins this holiday season, okay? Because they are trying to get you. All right? Y'all take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Blessings.